Riley. Thanks for your question. The first step that we're going to do to solve for theta in this equation is to make a u substitution. We are going to let u equal tan theta so that our equation turns into a second degree polynomial, which we know how to solve by now. So it turns into u squared plus 3u minus 10 is equal to 0. We can solve that by factoring. We are looking for something that multiplies to negative 10 and adds to 3. I know 5 and 2 add to 10, and it looks like this bottom number is bigger, so the positive number wins. So it's going to be 5 and negative 2. So this equation here turns into u plus 5 times u minus 2 is equal to 0. The solutions to this are, of course, u equals negative 5 and u equals 2. At this point, we're going to go ahead and put the solutions back in terms of theta so that we have tangent theta. Oh dear. There we go. Tangent theta is equal to negative 5 and tangent theta is equal to 2. And we're going to go ahead and use an inverse tangent function to solve for theta here. Before we do, here comes the hard part of the problem. Okay, so a tangent inverse function is only defined between negative pi over 2 and pi over 2 non-inclusive. So this little half circle right here. So we'll go ahead and write it like this. Meaning, if you plug these into your calculator, if you plug tangent inverse of negative 5 into your calculator, you're going to get a value down here. In your original problem, they asked you to solve for all solutions in the interval 0 inclusive to 2 pi non-inclusive. So we got to tweak our answers just a little bit. So let's just go ahead and remember we're looking for solutions in this interval. Okay, so if we're up here, okay. If we have a positive value of tangent, then we will be in quadrant 1. Tangent is positive up here. If we have a negative value of tangent, we are going to be in quadrant 4. We're not allowed to be in the interval negative pi over 2 to 0. So we got to mess with this one over here, but with this one we're okay. So for this one we can say theta equals tangent inverse of negative 5. We'll call that theta 1 since we have 2 of them. Over here we can say that theta 2 is equal to tangent inverse of 2. This one is good. It checks. It's in our interval. This one, we're going to go ahead and use theta 1 as a reference angle. What that means is that if we want it in this interval, we're going to start at 2 pi and we are going to subtract the absolute value of this quantity right here, tangent inverse of negative 5. I'm going to go ahead and cross that out, and we'll call that our new theta 1. So these are your two solutions in this interval here. 2 pi minus the absolute value of tangent inverse of negative 5 and tangent inverse of 2. And those are your final answers. Thanks again for your question, Riley, and I look forward to answering more of your questions using SnapMath in the future.